Hello there, and welcome to day number 71 on the Road to 2000 ELO Rapid Series. We're playing with the black pieces against an 1855, and the game is aborted. Thanks for watching. Okay, take two. We are playing with the black pieces again, but this time against a 1726, and they play c4, the English. Here, I like to play this kind of akin to a Queen's Gambit declined, assuming that they're eventually going to play d4. So I'm going to play the classic Queen's Gambit declined moves, and just go with d5 here now. We'll take back with the pawn, because we can, and there we go. So pretty standard setup. I like to play the Tarash, and I think this is how it goes. I think. So, yeah, we're figuring it out as we speak. I'm curious if d4 is already a move here, but because I can, I might as well castle. I feel like that's a good idea, usually, when you're able to do it safely. Am I missing any better moves? Maybe bishop g4 comes in with an idea, but then just simply f3 is possible, or even bishop e2. So I'll just castle instead. And the idea is going to be playing rook e8, but not yet, because right now if we play rook e8, we hang this pawn. So maybe I can play d4 first, and then play rook e8. If I play d4, they're going to play probably something like knight b5, but that doesn't work because of simply queen a5. So I'm going to play d4 now, and we'll see what they decide to do. If they play knight here, I probably just take, and, oh wow, wait, what? What? Okay, I mean, yeah, that's a move. I didn't consider it for some reason, but that is certainly a move. I can offer a trade of queens, but I guess they can go here, so we'll just take with the bishop instead. I don't know if I'm missing any ideas here. I might be. Queen here, bishop there, queen takes, rook takes, bishop takes, could be interesting. Also queen takes, simply queen takes, bishop takes. Is also an idea. I can play rook e8 check, but that just lets the knight develop and bring this knight to safety. So, do we take with the bishop or the queen is the question. I think I'll take with the bishop, and then we'll solidify with the knight on c6 later on. I'll play rook f8 now, which pins the knight on e2 to the king. And so this knight is safe, and okay. See what we're working with here. Maybe a knight c6. That might be dangerous, though, because after bishop takes, pawn takes, this bishop is hanging. So I might need to play something different. I'm curious about rook takes ideas. Knight takes, bishop takes. The thing is, king takes. If rook takes, then that would hang a queen. That's not going to happen, though. So maybe I'm going to have to simply retreat my bishop instead, because I can trade, but I can also keep the bishop on the board, and I like my bishop. My bishop's a nice piece. It's a good piece. You know, it does its thing. So why would I give it away for no reason? Let's instead bring the bishop back onto b6, maybe, or c5. Yeah, because giving it away seems a little silly. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. We're going to try to play knight c6. Okay, so they trade. Do I take with the bishop or do I take with the rook is the question. I'm going to take with the rook. Just because, you know, I don't want... Oh, they're playing so fast. Okay, we'll go knight d7 here. It makes our bishop look like a bad piece, but I don't want the doubled pawns. I could probably play rook d6 and get away with it, but then they could just play rook here. Let's think about this, actually. Maybe I play rook d6. If rook here, then simply rook slides, and that way I can still play knight c6, which I do want to play later on. I can also develop my bishop to a natural square. I can't really fianchetto this easily because I put the bishop on b6, so that might have been a mistake on my end. If I bring the rook here, they can probably attack with their knight. And then if I slide my rook out of the way, they can also go here. That becomes a little annoying. Rook here. I don't know. Maybe I could go bishop here, but then simply knight takes. So that's not really a great option. Yeah, I don't want to play knight d7 because it blocks in my bishop, and it's a little slow to develop my light squared bishop. So I will go rook d6, even though I don't love it. And I have to watch out for this pawn in the long run. Okay, well, that makes life a little easier for me. Alright. Let's go rook e6. They're going to try to trade their knight for the bishop. And I'll probably take back with the rook, but we might at least as well cause problems. Although rook here, they can probably develop first. That's a little annoying, so I'm going to play rook d6. I got to watch out for back rank threats in lines like this, but yeah, we're going to play rook d6 just to not allow the knight to come in with a tempo. Knight f4. Oh, I messed up. I messed up, didn't I? Okay. Ay. Playing so fast. Like, what in the world? Okay. Well, the good news is that the knight is trapped, if I'm not mistaken, after rook here. Oh, wait, no, it's not, because it can take here. That is very annoying. Okay, well, this one's resignable already. What in the world happened in this game? Do I have anything I can do here? Doesn't seem like it. We'll go here, I guess. Thing is, I'm losing this pawn, and that's GG's. I kind of want him to take first so that at least I can free up this rook, but if he, yeah. That is unfortunate. We're gonna go here. Gonna take. We'll have to develop the knight somehow. Maybe we can try to create a threat there, but I don't think there's anything to be done here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is already over. Might as well bring up a pawn. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just quit this game. Well, that did not go the way we hoped, but let's take a look at the analysis here. C4, which is the English opening, and E6 is apparently called the Agincourt defense, according to chess.com. Interesting enough. Knight C3 is played, Knight F6 is my response, and after G3 with the plan to fianchetto the bishop on G2, I played D5, which is the best move in position. C takes on D4, C takes on D5, E takes on D5, and D4 is played. Here I decided to go C5, which is apparently an inaccuracy. It should be preferred to develop a bishop or play even C6 because you have the bishop coming to G2 and you want to be able to solidify these light squares so that this bishop loses its strength and power on that long diagonal. Here I instead played C5 with the idea of quick development of my bishop on C5, my dark squared bishop. After they play E3, I castled. Apparently that's an inaccuracy because I could play bishop G4, which I was considering, but I didn't really see a follow-up after something like bishop E2. I guess the idea is that you can play H5, apparently, or just bring your bishop backwards, which I don't guess, I don't fully understand. I'm not gonna lie. This one, I guess I don't fully understand. Maybe it's to prevent the knight from going on to e2, and therefore afterwards having more pressure applied with a potential bishop g4, but that's simply bishop d2, so I don't really get this one. If anybody in the comments knows, by all means, please do share your knowledge with us. But yeah, apparently here, after these two moves, you'd play h5 in order to have an advantage with the black pieces. But anyways, I decided to castle, which is still fine. After bishop g2, I played d4, which is an inaccuracy again. Apparently, the engine wants just knight c6 and dropping this pawn, I think. I'm not mistaken. Can you not win this pawn now? After knight takes? Apparently, that's a problem because bishop e6. What? Okay. I'm hearing you out. Knight takes. Queen takes. And why is this so good for black? Let's say you just play a normal move, like knight f3. Rook fd8 comes in, attacking the queen. The queen steps to e2. Then you have bishop b4. Okay, so this is just relying on the fact that black has all their pieces in the mix and in a very attacking sort of position. You can already prepare ideas of bishop c4, maybe bringing another rook in onto the open file. If they try to play something like h3, for example, you can, or like, for example, a3, attacking the bishop, you can already disregard that and just move the knight out of the way. So, for example, here, knight a5 is the best move according to the engine. I guess it threatens knight b3, and if they take, well, then you're playing this bishop c4 move. And yeah, I mean, black just enjoys a very, very healthy position with active pieces, while white is kind of just trying to find ways to stay alive, even after being up a pawn. So, very interesting stuff. It's not something I'm familiar with, and something maybe I'll have to study up a little bit on. But I decided to just push my pawn. And here, I mean, still a very equal game of chess. Bishop back is not bad at all. Rook takes. And apparently rook d6 is a mistake, trying to defend this knight with the rook. I guess with the queens off the board, your king being in a semi-open file is not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world. So bishop takes, pawn takes wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So the engine just wants like a knight c6. Or if I really want to not double these pawns, knight bd7 is also a move. I like this a little less because I didn't want to block in my light squared bishop. Apparently that's not as much of a concern. I could probably play something like rook b8 eventually, move my bishop out of the way and then push this pawn. And then maybe even trade off the bishops on the long diagonal because they have a very strong light squared bishop here in this open position. So instead, rook d6, the problem is that bishop takes, rook takes, and knight d5. I completely missed knight e7 check, winning the bishop. That's on me. The reason why I went rook d6 is because I saw that if I played rook e6, which is the other move I was considering, which would have been the best move because it defends the check, I saw a knight f4, and I really didn't like this for me. I would have been forced to step back onto e8, and look at my pieces. Look how like sad they look on the back, and look how active white's pieces are. You can already, take the dark squared bishop, which is my only active piece, and then all of a sudden, I mean, black looks miserable. So yeah, this was already a mistake on my end, going rook d6, and yeah, I mean, I got punished for it very fast after just missing a fork. And yeah, there's not much else to see here, not really much you can do there in that position. Just a bad game of chess by me. No excuses. And hopefully I'll be able to focus up a little bit more, make sure that I'm paying attention to the moves I'm making, to the threats my opponent is making. Also, my opponent played really fast. Like, that throws me off. It's something I gotta get used to as well. I think that in these 10+0 games, it's a pretty common occurrence, and it's not my style, but, you gotta adapt. You gotta adapt. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Hopefully we're able to... Ooh, I can't speak English. I'm a little sick. My nose is blocked. I don't know if you can tell from my voice. But yeah, hopefully we're able to bounce back in the next video. And also, it is January 1st at the time I'm recording this, so Happy New Year to all of you. Hopefully 2025 brings you lots of happiness, good health, and lots of good chess to come. Fingers crossed. I hope we all make significant strides in our own chess improvement journeys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the videos, please do consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It helps out a lot, and I'm so grateful for you all. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. See ya tomorrow. Bye-bye.